Let's give it a little punch. Whoa! Yeah. Yeah, this got some torque. Oh, man. Yeah, this is not a sports car. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, guys, we're gonna be behind the wheel of this awesome 2022 Ford F-450 Super Duty dually truck. Very excited and very thankful to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time to get to drive this. Probably one of my biggest, if not the biggest vehicle I've ever driven sometime with this F-450. Big thank you and shout out to Bartow Ford, guys. I'll put all the information in the description below. So awesome, guys. Here we have, a slightly used 2022 Ford F-450. Now this is a dually truck. Now this one here, get to the point, we got basically, a 4x4 truck. This is equipped with the STX package, also the FX4 package, but it is still a base kind of, basically a base F-450. Now this one here, guys, this, as I mentioned, one of the biggest, basically the biggest vehicle I've ever driven. This is beautiful though. This is slightly just a bit modified with some wheels. As you can see, it's got some fuel wheels, which looks absolutely fantastic with this model the way it is. Just if you guys, we back up, look at this thing, just looks awesome, especially in this iconic silver that this F450 is in. Really makes the truck and just makes it look so much nicer. Those fuel wheels really, this basically, polished or chrome wheels really accents, this basically this beautiful truck the way it is. Now if you guys check out the wheels here, we got some Nitto Grabblers all-terrain. I believe these are 275mm tires. Of course, we got two of them here on the back. We got the same here on the front. And as you can see, guys, we got some running boards. Really nice. These are basically super heavy duty. I think it's part of the STX package. As you see, it's got some chrome in it as well. A little bit of step shift for you not to slip. Really awesome. And as you can see, guys, this is, of course, the STX package, which the STX package gives you the chrome wheels. Of course, these are aftermarket wheels. So we don't have the original stock wheels, which come in chrome. It's got the chrome side step or the chrome running board. We do have basically also your chrome front as well. As you can see, guys, this STX package also includes this what they call a high airflow grill, which gives you a lot more airflow for this Super Duty 6.7 liter turbo diesel V8, which is awesome. We got some black Tokyo, as you can see. So really awesome the way this looks. Of course, this has also the FX4 package, which the FX4 package gives you basically skid plates. You got your 4x4 system, off-road tuned shocks, and also we had a hill descent and a little more details on descent and all that kind of stuff when you go off-road. So just take a look, guys. Awesome looking F450, especially with his wheels. Really love the way it is. Of course, this is a crew cab, the four-door version with the 8-foot bed. Which is basically, I think the only way you can configure this truck, especially when you go to crew cab like this. So I guess I'm gonna go in depth of it, but we're gonna just kind of give you the optics and basically the main highlights of it. 475 horsepower, 1,050 pound-feet of torque, turbo diesel V8. Of course, we got a 4x4 system. We got a 10-speed automatic transmission in this girl. Now this one can tow, anywhere between 24 and 32 or a little over 32,000 pounds. This is basically the highlights of this F450. So just coming out, checking out the front, guys. Of course, as I mentioned, we have that high airflow grille that comes with this STX package, all chrome surrounding, which really looks over this iconic Of course, this one does not equip with any type of LED lighting. This is basically a regular headlighting, since it's basically a lower base XL model, but it still looks really good. This wheels really make the truck look really nice. Of course, we got this running boards as well. That's part of the package, and this one is equipped with the vinyl leather, basically a vinyl fake leather interior, or vinyl leather interior. So let's go check out the back here. As you can see, guys, we have the Super Duty, really nice big butt. You know, this is kind of like a Latina type of girl. Just nice thick thighs, and but it's an awesome just looking truck. So of course, as I mentioned, guys, here we have your receiver hitch here that's ready to go. This one's here, of course, are towing anywhere between 23,000. I'll put the numbers up for you guys on the screen. This one is equipped, if we lower the tailgate here, so we have an 8-foot bed here. As you can see, this is protected here with basically bed spreading liner, which is awesome. This here, of course, is ready for your fifth wheel, which can tow up to a little over 32,000 pounds. And of course, this bed can also have you can put a payload of about 5,000 pounds. I'll put those numbers up for you guys on the screen. So this is one of the most badass, you know, heavy duty trucks you can get, except going to a 550, 650, which are basically more of a, you know, commercial trucks. But this is an awesome truck. Of course, you got some power outlets here as well, which is awesome. And then of course we do have a rear camera as well for the back of the bed as well. So this is really cool and really awesome. Of course, you can also, this is being a lower option truck, they don't have the step or anything like that, but this is, you know, doing really well. Of course, as I mentioned, the fifth wheel there. So, but it's a back door's not that heavy at all. Depending on, you know, what you're hauling, that number can vary very much by the option that the truck has. Also, kind of thing. Now, this thing's probably carrying a little bit heavier wheels. That might deter the, you know, the weight you can carry by a little bit. So, but overall, an awesome truck. You know, basically the main purpose of this is just to haul. You know, and this being a 2022, these are hard to find. I mean, even though it's the base model, these trucks are not easy to find. I think you cannot find any new ones like this on a lot, but this one came in, so it is available at all Bartow Ford, guys. So its date, I think today is August 22nd or 23rd, somewhere around there. But awesome truck nonetheless, guys. And let's go ahead and check out the rest of the truck. Now, of course, coming around here, guys, we got more marker lights here, because obviously it's such a wide vehicle. You need marker lights, sort of like the Ford Raptor. So of course, here we got your diesel. Of course, this being a diesel, you got your little DEF thing that for diesel trucks, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm a fan of, for example, Diesel Brothers and all that stuff. You kind of learn from that, of course, for all these diesel trucks. But let's go ahead, guys, and check out the power plant, or the power stroke power plant of this F450. All right, so we're lifting up the hood. And of course, we got some hydraulic shocks because this is a very tall vehicle. So all right, here we go, guys. We have the 6.7 liter power stroke turbo diesel. This is a V8. This is producing 475 horsepower, 1,050 pound-feet of torque. Of course, this is going to a 10-speed automatic transmission via the four-wheel drive system that this has. You can also just open up, you can just option up these things with rear-wheel drive, but most of these will probably be option better off with four-wheel drive system. Fantastic engine, of course. Heavy duty. I think this is like a 36 gallon tank that this fills in with. I'll put those information for you guys up on the screen, but you know, just an awesome torque monster power of a power plant, and well, one of the most leaders. Of course, you got, you know, Chevrolet's you know, turbo diesel as well, and we've got Rams as well, but that's an inline 6 diesel. So, but this is one of the top power plants that you can get for this heavy duty trucks instead of going to commercial. So, but awesome truck. Now, obviously, you gotta bring the hood down, which I can. Oh crap! I gotta bring this hood down. All right, guys, I had to reach up there a little bit to grab the hood. Not easy, but there we go, guys. Closing up the hood of this super awesome heavy duty F450. All right, so just taking a look at this 20-inch, really nice, beautiful fuel wheels. Now, these are awesome. Now, a little quick word, guys. This F450 Super Duties have an inch bigger rear, front and rear rotors. This has got a 15.4-inch rotor in the front, 15.75-inch rotors in the rear. Now, the regular F350s and other ones have an inch less in rotor size. Now, of course, this has got a 10 lug basically wheel here instead of the 8 lugs. So this is an awesome wheel, guys. This is basically 35s to 75 millimeter wide tires. Really awesome the way this wheels, and you know, these are basically off-road tires. Really nice the way this wheel setup is. 20-inch wheels, and I think they look fantastic on this awesome F450. So you can see you got all the heavy duty suspension. Look at this, look at the size of that shock. Wow, this is crazy. This is definitely a heavy duty Super Duty truck. So awesome the way this Ford, especially this was really, I loved. I mean, tell me not that this F450 in this iconic silver with this fuel wheels doesn't look awesome. I think this is one of the best F450s I've seen. Very simple, clean, but really awesome as well. As you can see, that's just the dually. I really love this truck. Now, obviously, you know, not exactly a truck you will need for every day, but obviously if you're towing something constantly or something like that, this is basically an awesome truck to get. Even in this base model, still not bad at all, obviously, you know, for what you need it. So unless you need all the, you know, up to the sunroof and you need the leather and all the awesome sound system, and that's a huge bet as well. So all right, let's take a quick glance at this rear seat passenger side of this heavy duty. Now, of course, guys, this is basically the same type of interiors on all heavy duty trucks. Fantastic room, and of course all these seats can, you know, get up for to put more things inside here. Of course, this is all lined up with some rubber, as you can see, which is really cool. This is just basically all plastic, which is easy to clean. Now, of course, you can bring, I don't think the seats can go down. We have no center armrest and we have no rear window as being the base model, but it's really cool. At least we got a step here, all plastic materials here, as you can see. And let's go ahead and jump in here, grab the little door handle because it is quite high here. So plenty of room, as you can see, guys. Awesome space here for very comfortable for your rear passengers. Obviously, we got no sunroof or anything like that, and of course we got kind of a more of your base interior of this XL model, but still very roomy, very nice. Down here we only got a 12-volt connection. We have some more storage, and I don't see, yes, we do have some cup holders here, as you can see, but other than that, a little more you know, bare in the back here. Of course, you're gonna go up a higher trim to a limited, something like that. They're gonna get some rear ventilation in the back and connections as well, but really nice though, not bad at all for being such a more of a, you know, basically a base heavy duty truck. So all right, let's just go ahead and get to the front. All right, let's go ahead and get inside the driver's side of this heavy duty. So same type of plastic, guys, here. See, this all, you know, it's more of a work truck, especially in this lower trim. This all plastic. You got controls here for your windows and mirrors. Of course, we got here your opening, and of course we got your big, you know, running board here, which is really nice. I really love the way that looks with the chrome and the, and of course the little inserts here as well to not slip. So on this truck, these are all manual seats. This is basically your base vinyl seats. They don't feel bad. They're pretty comfortable, and they're all basically manually adjustable. We got manually adjustable tilt and telescoping steering wheel, and as you can see, we got controls here for your lights. So this is more of a basic thing, you know, really not really optioned off, but still plenty of, you know, for what you're gonna do. And as you can see, guys, if I back off, this thing just looks so awesome, so big, intimidating, but it looks so good, so sharp. So all right, guys, let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so we're inside of this F450's interior, and as you can see, guys, really roomy interior. Obviously it's a big, you know, crew cab cab, but really nice the way everything is. Really spectacular, you know, views. It's got a lot of you know, visibility. And of course here we got an open upper glove box. Here we have a lower glove box here, which is really nice. Now, as you can see, guys, this is still a brand new truck. This got only, I'll put it up, I guess, in this. Just go ahead and turn off in a moment, but it is a slightly used, you know, 2022 F450, which is kind of rare to see. I mean, usually these trucks are bought and used. Somebody basically traded this in, but it is an awesome truck. Let's go ahead, guys, and get this girl started. So you can see we got a kind of old school key here that we need to insert. You can see it's barely base key, just open, close, and basically a panic alarm. Let's go ahead and insert our key and get this turbo diesel started. Now, really nice layout. Obviously, a lot of things are manual here. This is just basically your base XL model, so there's no really amenities. But we got an 8-inch screen, which is a little upgrade. I think they did optional as well. So it doesn't have any navigation or anything like that. And just basically your base 6-speaker stereo. Let's see if we can get some music on it. I don't see any music. It does have... yeah, it's kind of basic. It doesn't sound too bad at all. But let's go ahead, guys. Before we go on, let's go ahead and hear. Oof, love the turbo whistle of this diesel V8. Revs really nicely too. I mean, they don't rev high, but as you can see, guys, but sounds really awesome. And as you can see, guys, the truck has 3,266 miles, so it's basically not even broken in yet, I think. It is an awesome, you know, semi-used truck, but man, this is definitely not gonna last here at Bartow Ford. So let's go ahead, guys, and close the door. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on my glasses. We're gonna go out on a test drive briefly here. So just going over the interior a bit, we've gone pretty much over this interiors of this heavy duty trucks. So as I mentioned, the two glove boxes here, we have your 8-inch screen here, basically your sync 3 system. We got a huge buttons for everything here, which is really nice, especially if you have gloves, something like that. We have basically your brake, basically your engine brake controller, I think what it is, basically your traction control off, hazards, hill descent. We got basically your stability off, or at least your basically your lane assist there turning off. And of course we got a 360 degree view cameras here. Of course this also gets Ford Copilot 360, you know, that helps you out, you know, stay in your lane, all that kind of stuff, all the wonderful things that the Copilot 360 gives you. Now of course this is equipped with the 360 degree camera. As you can see, we got a huge truck here. We got cameras all around. We got our frontal camera, which you can definitely switch to a huge front, and we got all kinds of cameras, angles as well. We have also a bed camera, as you can see guys there, which if you're towing, you can see awesome the way it is. Now if we do pop this in reverse, they'll show us our reverse camera, which got the same options. You can open up, you know, white it up. You can definitely go to the hitch if you want to take a look at that hitch there, or basically help you you know, park your truck or your trailer or whatever you're carrying. Lots of awesome features that this F450 has. Now coming down here guys, basically you got a single zone AC. We got no seat heaters or anything like that, being a really base model. A couple of USB connections here. We have a 12 volt. We also have another 12 volt here and a 400 watt home connection there, or a 3-prong. We have your 4-wheel drive controller here. We got 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. Your brake control here, and we have basically your brake backup assist here as well, as you can see, which is awesome. Now this one is equipped guys with basically a bench here, even though right now I have my water here, and we have some cup holders. This goes up as well to store more things. There's no connections or anything like that here, but this can definitely come up, and you can put your 6 passenger in this cabin. So guys, coming here to the front though, we got basically basic instrumentation on analog, except for a little 4-inch screen here that shows you all kinds of information. You can see we got the off-road information there. If we go this way, let's go ahead and put it okay. And I'm trying to back up. There we go guys. So we have towing, trip, fuel. Of course there's not much about this thing's probably averaging maybe 15 miles to the gallon probably if you're easy on it. We got a compass here, all kinds of things you can do, all display type of modes, settings. So this is really cool what this has guys. Let's see if we have any other time. We don't. So trip, fuel, towing, shows you all types of tire pressure, all kinds of great things, especially if you're towing. You got all kinds of fantastic off-road things as well. So but you can see guys, I'm trying to find if they have a engine. Yeah, there we go, speedometer there. So all right guys, so besides that, you know, really awesome the way this truck is. I really like this F450. I mean, this is basically much bigger truck than anybody needs, but obviously unless you have a cattle ranch or a big company, you know, you're towing trailers or you're towing boats, this is kind of the truck you might need. So we also got some drive modes here as well guys. These are located here on top of your basically your drive thing here, or basically your column shifter here. So we got normal, we got tow and haul, we got eco, slippery, and sand. No sport button, because this is not a sport truck by any means. Nothing that 8,000 pounds of truck can be sporty of. So other than that guys, we got, you know, tilting and telescoping steering wheel. We got some of the controls. We got controls here for your basically your sync system here and cruise control, and that's about it guys. So this is basically what it is of this F450. So let's go ahead guys and take this girl out on the road and feel that 1,050 pounds-feet of torque. Now the only truck that beats this one, I believe, is the Ram with their inline 6 turbo diesel that's got 1,075, but this has got 1,050, which is kind of, you're gonna feel that difference anyway, unless you're really doing some heavy duty. Let's go ahead and do a U-turn here, see how big of a turning radius this is. That's not too bad for concerning how long this truck is. It's about the same as that Nissan Frontier that I did. So yeah, this truck definitely feels intimidating. It is a big truck. How long is this thing? Probably 15 feet. I don't know. I'll put the guy's information on the screen. But this is the biggest vehicle I've driven, and this is my first dually that I've ever driven in the channel and ever. I've never driven a dually before. But of course, it's gonna drive like a truck. This is more of a jittery truck, especially with this FX4 package. We got off-road tuned shock, so you know, unless you put some weight on this girl, it's gonna feel a little jittery, I think, and you know, that's what it is. But that diesel engine sounds fantastic, though. But you know, it's still easy truck. You know, the steering is very light. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's gonna have a ton of steering feel, but let's give it a little punch. Whoa! Yeah. Yeah, this got some torque. Oh, man. Yeah, this is not a sports car. I gotta slow down. Oh crap, there goes my stuff. But yeah, guys, you can see there, this is no sports, you know, light truck. But wow, yeah, this thing it did go. I mean, you didn't impress how quickly this thing accelerates from low. Of course, this is now, you know, sports, but yeah, the ride is fairly jittery and a little bit stiff, but that's what's expected of this F450. And I think this thing barely fits in one of the roads here, so you got to be careful and keep your hands on the steering wheel basically all the time. So we're doing 50. There's really very minimal tire noise and wind noise. I mean, it's still low in speed, but besides the ride being a little bit rough and a little more jittery, it's not bad. I mean, it feels good. Steering wheel does feel, yeah, the ride in this thing is not pleasant by any means, but that's basically what's expected of this F450. So the brakes feel good. I mean, they have plenty of power and they're very linear. But this is still an awesome truck. I mean, you know, wow, it looks fantastic. Obviously, it's not the same as you know, to get to drive one of these girls, but if we give a little gas here. Yeah, this thing goes. I mean, it's got so much torque. It's like driving a boat, you know. It's just a, man, I think it'd be so short of driving a semi. This thing just feels really intimidating to drive on the road. But it's not bad. Once you get used to it a little bit, you know, it's no different than, you know, driving an F-150. Obviously, this is wider. But man, it's awesome. It is fun though. I do like it. I mean, it's not an everyday truck. I mean, definitely not an everyday, I'll say car. I'll say not an everyday truck. But yeah, I mean, this, you know, if you drive something like this every day, my hat's off to you. It's big. It's comfortable. Inside it's very comfortable. But of course, it's not the ride itself. I mean, unless you have a neighborhood or a town where the smooth are super smooth. Not here in Florida. All the Florida roads are pretty much crap. But you know, still the ride's really nice. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's fairly quiet for an you know, for a diesel truck. Now, obviously, it's being a base truck, you have no amenities whatsoever. This is basically your base kind of work truck. But you know, this is I think you know, for more than what you need, this is basically pretty cool. This is pretty nice of, you know, what a super duty truck for work really needs to be. So now I think they're asking $80,000 for this, guys. So I'll put up on the numbers up on the screen. It's only got 3,300 miles, so it's still basically brand new. But I think that's about $80,000. I'll put I'll definitely put that up on the screen for you guys. But yeah, you definitely feel up in the air. The mirrors are really nice. The mirrors will definitely have really nice view. You got lots of, you know, view from the rear, especially in all mirrors here as well. We got no panoramic sunroof or anything like that, and of course you see we got some toggle switches here as well for more control. And we got lights here. We have basically for your things, and none of that. But we got, that's pretty nice. Not too bad at all. Really nice equipment. Now, yeah, besides riding something like a semi like this, you know, this is pretty much the biggest thing you can probably drive before going CDL license. I think, especially in Florida. But here in Florida, you can drive anything. So yeah, we can just get some gas on this girl. Ooh, wow, the torque is amazing. Look, damn, this thing gets up to quick speed quickly. Oh my god. You know, it's not super quick, but you know, just driving this sort of immense vehicle and just getting that huge immense speed reminds you of the T-Rex, something like that, or the F-150 Lightning that just takes off, and you don't feel like you're in a, you know, in a big truck, you know. But obviously, yeah, it's intimidating and it's pretty quick. But obviously, this is no sports car or anything like that. This is it is comfortable to drive. I mean, we're doing 60. We'll get up a little bit more speed, but besides the engine noise, there's really no wind noise. There's a little bit of stuff, my plate's rattling around there because that plate's not stuck to anything. But it's still pretty quiet. I mean, it's not bad. It's comfortable. Let's get up to a little more speed here. Well, we're basically at highway speeds. It doesn't feel bad. I mean, it feels pretty stable. The steering wheel is a little bit, you know, off. You have to correct, but not bad at all. And it's pretty quiet too. Nothing crazy, especially with this off-road, this 20-inch wheels, you know, with a little bit of off-road demeanor to them. So, but let me know what you guys think, guys. If you guys are liking this type of video, this type of content, subscribe, guys. Support the channel. I really appreciate it, and thank you to everybody who has subscribed. So, Really awesome to be driving my first dually truck. I like it. Really doesn't feel different than any other truck. Now, of course, when you go into tighter spaces, I hate, if you're going into a city, of course, here we got open roads. We're here more in an open country area, but I can imagine driving something like this in a city. Oh boy, that'll be a little bit more challenging for sure. But awesome truck overall. I mean, this thing is fantastic. I'm sure this is not, even at this price, it's not going to last too long on Bartow Ford's, basically under used car. This is going to get probably taken, this, I think before the weekend, this is probably going to be sold. If you're a farmer or a rancher looking for something like this, especially dually with a diesel engine, especially with these wheels, and this color looks really nice. I mean, this is a very attractive truck, and I absolutely love the way this thing looks. So it's not a bad stereo, but yeah, this thing does need some more. Yeah, the torque is just crazy in this thing. I'm barely stepping on it. This thing just gets up to speed easily. Obviously, yeah, with some loads, yeah, this is gonna be more slower. But the only time I was fan up when I saw, if you guys follow Street Speed 717 or even the Goon Squad boys, they do work on this truck and they built one. Yeah, if you're gonna tow some things like that, this is definitely your truck. But very nice. I mean, no, driving it doesn't feel, you can get used to it pretty easily, to be honest. Easy truck to get used to driving, even though it's quite intimidating in size. I'll have to parallel park this thing. This will be a short, even with all the cameras. This is still, I mean, if you run into anything in this truck, you're gonna probably squash it. But awesome truck, pretty decent stereo. I mean, the amenities here, everything's at your fingertips here, so it's got, everything you need to, basically drive is here. Now, of course, you want to go fancy, go for a King Ranch model, Lariat model, limited model in one of the F-450s. Absolutely. So, yeah, and the ride is definitely bouncy. But there you go, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this F-450. Oh boy, you're gonna have to squeeze in between the cones here, between the sidewalk and this thing. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, this is when things get a little hairy here. But let me know what you guys think of this F-450. Awesome truck. This thing's, this is basically the workhorse of America. These are fantastic trucks. I mean, I love this diesel engine. Obviously, you gotta have some deep pockets, not only to buy the truck but to fuel it, because I'm sure this has got a 30-something gallon tank, especially with the dually and all that stuff. And this being a crew cab, I think this is like a 36 or 38 gallon tank. So yeah, this is definitely over $100, especially nowadays, especially with diesel. This is gonna be a handful of basically definitely lots of, at least over $100 to fill this thing up. So all right, let's go ahead and check out the reverse camera, guys. So let's go ahead and I'll pop this up a little further. As you can see, guys, we got trajectory lines, so really nice graphics. Even though it's a smaller screen, the graphics are very nice and clear. And let's see if those the truck might be too high for those. Yes, it's too high to detect the small sidewalk that we have there. But overall, awesome truck, guys. Really nice truck that we have here. I really enjoy it. Looks awesome. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content and this review of this F-450, my first dually ever. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Thank you to all that have viewed my channel. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. I hope you guys support the channel by subscribing, liking, sharing the video, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.